adults are 700 yen to go up per person. And this sign lets you know dogs can go up too, but only small dogs, less than 45 centimeters tall and 15 kilograms in weight. I wonder if we're gonna see any doggies on the lift. So we bought our tickets. Now there's a second line to stand in. And by the way, the first line is getting really, really long now at 11 a.m. So if you want to do this, come early. But there's a little shop that sells these manju right next to the line. 110 yen. I think people get hungry as they wait. It's got a machine that makes them. It's pretty neat. Like it oils and batters and it's filled with red bean. And yes, we did see a couple of small doggies head up on the lift. All right, we are on the chairlift now, and it's pretty slow. It's a pretty slow chairlift, and even though it's probably only 3 feet from the ground, it's still, I feel like it's scarier than it seems for something being only 3 feet from the ground, probably for how like steep this mountain is. And I think the scenic ride is going down, because looking up, I see grass. Looks pretty that way, but I can't turn around that way to really see it. My neck, I've yet to put in the 180 swivel. We got the little one here in the middle, nice and tight. And to show you really how close to the bottom this is, I'm 6 feet tall, and I can touch the bottom right here. And as you get to the top, there's a little cute camera that says smile, a souvenir photo's being taken. All right, we made it to the top of Mount Omuro, and the views up here, they really are truly fantastic. And by the way, we're not usually suckers for photos, but we did buy the photo here for 1,200 yen. That's a pretty cute photo. And the voice that was coming out of it, I thought it was like a robotic recorded voice for every person coming up. There's actually a person on a microphone who says like, hey, we're gonna take your picture to every single person going up. But the real reason to come up here is to see Mount Fuji off in the distance, like the mountain that is super shy, you can almost never see on any day. Today, an amazing sunny day. And so we're so excited to see Mount Fuji. There's a little like roundabout hike that you take around this cartoon mountain. And it's funny to see on the ridge all the people just walking in one direction to go that way. There's also a ice cream shop, a little snack shop, and some restrooms up here too. And then it looks like people do that round, they have their snack, and then they head back down. So I think that's what we're gonna do. You ready? Yeah. All right, let's go. And this mountain is an old volcano. What's left in the crater? Well, now it's an archery field. This is a good place to shoot arrows. You don't have to worry about hitting anybody else. So this is an example of a perfect Japanese hike. They like to hike here, and there's some serious hikes like Mount Fuji, but I feel like a lot of the really popular ones a lot of people hike are like this, where it's perfectly paved, there's very clean bathrooms, there's snacks you can get, and it's not too long. This is a great example of why I like hiking in Japan too. I like to hike, but you know what? If I'm thirsty, I want to get a drink, and when it's time for lunch, I want to be done. But also up here, you can see the zoo that we didn't make it into last night with those like pyramids that are down there. So I don't know, it looks kind of cool. And if you wonder what the why is today, it's not windy at the bottom, but it's quite windy up here. So I can understand why they closed this yesterday. They didn't want anybody to get blown away. Woo! Going down, you get views of Mount Fuji the whole way. And yeah, it's definitely scarier on the way down because you can see just how steep this hill is. And there are no ways to hike up here. The chairlift is the only way. I think this was definitely the highlight of our trip to Ito and the Izu Highlands. If the weather's good, come up here. And if you want to stay right next to this, you can see those glamping pods right down there. And if you got a little doggy, go ahead and bring it up because yes, we saw some little doggies